And welcome to the YouTube channel of mprugs.com. My name is Mike. I'm the moderator in a series of videos that is all about handmade carpets from around the world. Welcome you to our channel. Hope you and your family are doing well. In today's episode, I'm going to be featuring unique designs of Isfahan Persian rugs. The Isfahan Persian rugs are one of the main types of Persian rugs, especially the high-end Persian rugs, along with, for example, the Gom rugs, the Tabriz rugs, some of the Nain rugs. And the Isfahan rugs are really known for the silk foundation, high quality. Oftentimes they have silk with the wool and everything. But in this video, I'm going to be featuring 4 pieces from workshops that are not as famous as some of the other workshops of the Isfahan rug weaving community, like the Sarafians that just about everyone that knows about Persian rugs is familiar with. So in this video, I'm going to be featuring 4 examples of exceptional Isfahan rugs, like, for example, these 2 pieces that I'm standing in front of. And as I always do, I'm going to get behind the camera here in a minute and show you some of the features. But here you have 2 pieces from workshops that are known for silk-based Isfahan rugs. Just to give you an example, here we have a Dardashti from the Dardashti family. Then we have the blue piece right here. This one is from the Ali-Mahani family, and forgive me, my Persian, my Farsi, according to my family, is pretty ghetto. So I have a tendency of butchering names of the Persian. Just when it comes to the whole Persian language, I've always been told by my family to stick to my German and English. But here we have an Ali-Mahani piece. And these workshops, what they have done is they have literally taken the best of both worlds, meaning the Isfahan rug weaving community, which, as you can tell, when you look at a map, you notice Isfahan, which is in the Isfahan province, central Iran. With a full gas tank, you can make it from Isfahan up north to Gom. Now, you will note Gom is not just what is known as basically the religious center of Iran. It is also the place that is synonymous with pure silk Persian rugs. So when you have pure silk Persian rugs coming out of Gom, and you have the high-end wool rugs with the silk foundation that the Isfahani rugs are renowned for, when you put the 2 together, sometimes you have workshops like these, and what they do is they literally make rugs that have a silk foundation, silk base, and then they add the wool only in small places. Normally, it's the other way around. To give you an example, I'm going to be featuring, when I get behind the camera, I'm going to show you some of the close-ups because these are really exceptional pieces. But to basically give you an example of what I'm talking about, here we have one of the pieces that I'm going to be featuring. It's a Nuri piece. And as you can see here, the silk is added. You can even see it from where you are with me adding the pictures. And like I said, when I zoom in with a camera later, you can really see. But the silk in high-end Persian rugs is designed to be an accent. It's an extra. Well, in these cases, in the cases of the Ali-Mahani and Dardashti rugs, it's actually the opposite. You have an entire silk base, all of the golden color here that I'm running my hand over, everything is silk. The wool is then added to the top of it. The same here. You have a blue silk base. On top of it is very fine lamb wool. This is exceptional. This is not the norm. These are highly sought after pieces by collectors, but it's also extremely rare. These are not the kind of rugs that you would typically expect to see. And when we have them, just to give you an example, the Dardashtis, when they make these rugs, they always make them in sets. But being that they make them individually, you can actually see it here. We have the piece right here, and then we have, for example, just to give an example, we have a similar piece, and this is very, very typical with these guys. They typically make two at a time. But again, small workshops, highly collectible, but extremely rare. The same thing with, you will find, for example, pure silk Tabriz rugs. Extremely rare, but you will find them. And when I say rare, I want to say, I think in the last 25 years since I've had our website at mprugs.com, maybe 5 or 6 pure silk Tabriz rugs. And these fall into the same category. Now, I have not yet seen a pure silk Isfahan. That I have not seen. What I have seen, like I said, are these exceptional pieces where you basically have a pure silk rug with wool indentations. And it's the reverse, as I showed you earlier with the Nuri piece. That is what you would expect. The silk is added to the pile, but to have it the other way around, like you see in these two pieces, it's really exceptional. And then I'm also going to be featuring a Mansuri piece. And so, and again, to show you some of the more unique pieces, because the Dardashti and the Ali-Mahani piece, these are just out of this world, really exceptional. But there's also, for example, you have the Mansuri piece, and then you have the Nuri piece. These are exceptional, very fine quality pieces, but these are also the types of Persian rugs with the colors and the designs and everything that you typically don't find outside of Isfahan. For example, you can take a piece like the Mansuri that I'm going to be showing you in a minute here. If it was a Tabriz, it would not have the blues and the reds. Or, for example, when you look at the Nuri piece right here, if this had been a Tabriz rug, there is a very good possibility that the color combinations, the blues, would have been this very dark blue. It's almost black. In the Tabriz rug, it probably would have been a solid black. But the designs of these pieces are so unique that I thought this would just be a perfect way of me showing to you the differences between high-end rugs, high-end Persian rugs that have silk added as the to bring out the accent, to bring out the design, and then you have rugs like these that actually have the silk base and have the cork wool added to bring out the design. And that is, like I said, what makes these unique. So before I get behind the camera, I just want to point out to you, as I always do in the mid segment of our videos, if you like our channel, and you like, it's all about handmade carpets, feel free to subscribe or like us, and I thank you for it. Also, if you have any questions about any rugs, whether you see in the videos or whether it's on our website, or maybe if you have rugs of your own that you have quick questions about, there is a link to a video below in the description that shows you what size pictures I need and what type of pictures I need. Feel free to watch that quick video and then send me the pictures that you may have with any quick questions. I've been getting a lot of questions from viewers as well as clients to our website. I do my best to answer as many, all if I can. But if there are quick questions, feel free to let me know and I'll do my very best to get back to you on that. And so what I'm going to do now is, as I always do, I'm going to get behind the cameras. Again, lots of information below in the description. So I'm going to see you again here later when I say my goodbyes. I'm back again from behind the camera, and I'm just going to get started with this piece right here. I'm actually going to just move my way from the one side to the other. Here you have a beautiful, this is a 2 meter by 3 meter, this Nuri, and I have it laying out, and you can see the colors, you can see the silk and everything. This is just a perfect example of what a high quality Isfahan with a unique design is all about. As you can see here, it's almost a black, and I'm just going to walk around and you can see how the colors change, how the silk goes into the background. You can see all the silk highlights and everything. And then when you go around it here, the colors change, and then the silk comes out. And this is what you would expect to see. Of course, these are very high-end pieces. Actually, this is not too bad. This is these two pieces that I'm going to start out first are not too bad. This is made by the Nuri workshop. Again, 2 by 3 meters, which is roughly 10 foot by 7 foot. The other piece that I had mentioned I was going to showcase to you is the Mansuri. Here it is. And these, this is a very traditional, not traditional. For the Mansuris, it's traditional, but the design and everything is not what you would typically expect to see. This one is a 5 foot by 8 foot, which is basically 1.6 by 2.4 meters. But again, you can see how the silk is added as highlights. That is what you would expect to see. You would expect to see when all of these right here, the flowers and everything, all that being silk. That is classic, not just for the Isfahan rugs, but also for Persian rugs as a whole. And of course, you know, these have about 500 to 550 knots per square inch. As is also customary with a lot of the high-end Isfahan rugs, you have the signature at the top. It was the same thing with the Nuri piece that I showed you earlier. And so this is classic high-end Isfahan with unique designs. Now, when you talk about the wow factor, and I'm just going to take, here we have the Dardashti piece. I'm just going to hold it up, and you're going to see what I mean when I say wow factor. What you see shining at you, that golden color, that is all pure silk. And you can see how the flowers that are actually made of wool, how they are floating on top of it. That is what the Dardashti rugs are renowned for. Extremely rare, and you can just see everything that is shining at you, this entire golden background, that is all pure silk. So you have basically a silk rug, silk foundation, everything is silk, and then the wool is added to basically dampen the shininess. Like I said, this is a 6 foot by 4 foot, 180 by 120. It's almost like a twin set. There's two of the, and this is how they make them, but they make them individually. And every time they make them, we have noticed that they don't make exact same. Sometimes a little bit of color variations and everything. Just absolutely amazing pieces. This is not something that you would expect to see. And then here, of course, is the signature. So for those of you that are into Persian rugs, I thought I'd just showcase two pieces, like I said. And then finally here we have the Ali-Mahani piece. And as you can see, this is the same with the pure silk gom rugs. I want you to take a look at this blue medallion. As I go from, you're looking at it from the dark side. I'm just going to walk around, and now you can see it from the light side. And you can just see how absolutely phenomenal these types of rugs are. The same thing with the gold that you see along the border here. That is all pure silk. And then you see the flowers, that's wool. This is the cork wool, the very, very fine cork wool. The same thing here. So when you run your hand, when you run with your hands over the rug, you can actually feel the indentation. But that is what these exceptional rugs are all about. Extremely rare, as I mentioned to you. This is not something that most rug stores will ever carry. And like I said, these are so rare that the number of these pieces that I've had since I started my website nearly 25 years ago, we're talking about, I can probably count them on both hands. Extremely rare. So that is why I wanted to show them. I have a lot of clients, a lot of folks out there who are really passionate about these types of rugs. And being that they are as rare as they are, I figured I'm just going to show them to you, and I hope you can see it in the video and everything. We're going to see how it comes out when I do the editing. So just want to show you this. So I'm going to come back to you real quick now and just say my goodbyes. I hope this video was of interest to you in showcasing some of the more unusual types of Isfahan Persian rugs. As I mentioned to you earlier, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. If you want to help us out by subscribing, you will be then, you'll see when we get the new videos, about 1 or 2 a month. And feel free to let us know if you have any questions. Until the next video, I wish you and your family the very best. Best wishes from us. Take care. Bye-bye.